Hi guys. I hope everyone is doing well out there. Just want to give you a quick encouragement to just let you know that just continue to keep the faith, y'all. It's hot. The AC. Now let me tell you how you got to continue to keep the faith. Okay, here go the fan behind me, right? The AC, y'all, is not working that well. It's like I don't even think it's working at all. And instead of me like being frustrated because it's hot, I am learning to just embrace whatever comes my way. Because the devil's hot. That's why he's trying to have me hot up in here, okay? But I'm not going to let him get the satisfaction. So just like I'm dealing with something with the AC and the list goes on, you're dealing with something and the list goes on and on and on. And instead of letting us frustrate this, y'all, let's just let it empower us, and let's just know that it's not always going to be like this. Trouble don't last always. We are coming out. We use this as fuel. Let's use everything that we're going through, all the adversities, as fuel, and we can monetize on this. Like I told y'all, I have a book, but if I didn't ever go through anything, I wouldn't have a book. I have songs. If I wouldn't have never went through anything, I wouldn't even have a song to sing. So, and I'm using that. I'm about to go to the studio really soon. Just like I'm coming on these videos, I'm about to go to the studio and I'm about to sing what God has put inside of me and what I have been through. I turned it into a song, and I know that thing gonna bop, because guess what? Like, it's the truth. Real recognize real at the end of the day. Like, don't be afraid to tell people your story, because it's that same story that you don't want to tell nobody because you might be embarrassed or whatever it is, that's going to help bring somebody else out. Like Harriet Tubman, when she got set free, when she went against the grain, guess what? She came back and bought everybody else. But somebody got to travel this path that is only talked about, is not really demonstrated. The people that are coming on my channel, I best to believe that you are the one. You're the one that in your bloodline that's going to demonstrate this word. You're not just going to hear this word, but you're going to do this word, because you know that if you don't do this word, then guess what? Then your kids going to have to do the word. Then if they don't do the word, then they kids going to have to, it's like that curse being passed on from generation to generation. Somebody have to stand up to this devil. It's going to be cushiony for us soon. The fan ain't going to be blowing like this in a minute. I'm going to be in the AC and everything. Like I said, jiggling my ice, wiggling my toes. Everything is going to be everything. But before everything is everything, it does seem like you have to go through everything. It's like our training. The wilderness, literally, my pastor has said it. And he said that the wilderness is kind of like a boot camp. And I believe that. Something along those lines about, it prepares us. It's training. It's preparing us for the promised land, because that promised land, y'all, if your heart isn't circumcised and your heart is not right, that promised land will send your butt straight to hell. Because you're going to be proudful. You're going to be smelling yourself. You're going to be feeling yourself. So don't be like discouraged when you have to go from Egypt, the wilderness, to the promised land. Don't be discouraged when you have to come from Egypt, because Egypt is when you're bound up in your sins. So we go from Egypt to the wilderness, when you get free, when you say the sinner's prayer and you ask God to come into your heart, that's when you are free from Egypt. Like when you're not bound up in your sins, because God, he has come into your heart and he's going to help you along the way. So it's like, soon as you say I do to God, it's on, and that's when you have to go through your wilderness time. And then after you go through the wilderness time and you pass the necessary tests, the fiery trials and stuff that God has your way, then that's when you go into the promised land. So if you're in your wilderness stage, just know it's a time for everything, just like in Ecclesiastics. It's a time to mourn, it's a time to dance, it's a time to weep, it's a time to laugh. You know, the list goes on and on, but everybody have their different times and their different seasons that they're going, they're going through. They say you either going in a storm, you're in the middle of the storm, or you're coming out of the storm. I truly believe that some of you are coming out of the storm. I really believe that. Some of you are in the storm. Like right now, I'm in the storm, about to come out the storm. Some of you haven't even entered into the storm. But either way it goes, it's a storm coming. You just got to embrace it, and you got to endure it like a soldier. Like you never seen a soldier, like when they suit up and stuff. Shout out to the military and the people in the army and everybody that's fighting for the country, because that takes guts, that takes a boldness, like on a whole nother level. Like, so when they are suiting up, they're not gonna suit up to fight and run the other way. No, they suit up. They got everything, the whole armor on, and they ready. They active. With the mentality that it is what it is, whatever happens, happen. But see, the difference between them and us, some of them may have God in their heart, or some might be operating in flesh and think that, that they can do it in their own ability. And those the ones that end up, under the ground and trampled over. Because you can't do this thing in your own ability. So we have to fight the good fight of faith. Saints, we have to put on our armor, our whole armor of God, and know that it's God that's inside of us that's going to help us overcome this devil, because we cannot overcome him on our own. We will get knocked out. But when you have God inside of you, empowering you, you're good. You're good. You're going to go through stuff. It's going to hurt, but it ain't going to defeat you. It's not going to take you out. Because why? Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Now my daughter, now y'all met y'all met Pinky, but y'all didn't meet Chi Chi. Now Chi Chi is the one who cut off the lights. but guess what? The show must go on. The show must go on. Okay, so y'all just stay empowered, and y'all just know that, God, he got us. God, he got us. Thank you, honey. My honey just bought me an iced coffee so I could deal with this heat. But everything is just going to be everything. Okay? So we're going to get further into depth about everything that we're discussing here, because as y'all can see, like, it's been like some consistency going on. They said if you can do this for 21 days, then if you could do something for 21 days, then it's like it has become a part of you. So pray that for 21 days I am putting these videos out, and then next thing you know, like, it's a part of my like daily routine. That's my prayer. So until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace.